What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy Team UC here, back with another video. Thanks for tuning in. As you can tell from the title, you already know what we're gonna get into. I gotta go ahead and make my own custom exhaust. Call me crazy. I'm taking my Dodge Charger Scat Pack mid pipes. So I had got these mid pipes from an exhaust that I had. So I held on to those. Those are what I have in the garage. That's what I plan on using. I'm going to be taking that, and as I take that, I'm going to try to weld that into the exhaust that I have. I'm going to show you guys what I have for the exhaust, so go ahead and look at that. And, well, actually, yeah, I'm going to take you along with me, kind of see what I've already done. I did a little bit of stuff off camera because I really want to get this done, and recording does take time away from me actually doing what I need to do. Even though it's like sitting there watching, I have to do this and spend a little more time talking to you guys to let you guys know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it in the process. So bear with me. I didn't mean to skip over this, but I don't have the best lighting in this garage in this spot here, but let me go ahead and show you guys. Those are the two mid mufflers that we're using from the Scat Pack. Till here, part number. I don't know what this thing's gonna sound like, but if I don't like it, then I'll just cut it out and replace it with the piping here that I had. So as you guys can see, the piping that I got originally, I didn't get originally. I went to a shop, got this done. I didn't like the way that it came out. So with me doing this Pontiac GTO swap drop-in, I'm going to take it upon myself to just weld it in myself, because I didn't like the way that they did all of this. The back side of this hangs a little low from the rear. You can kind of see how low it drops, and I kind of want to tuck it up further. This is where my progress last stopped. Then we're just going to make it mesh back into the rest of this pipe here all the way back. So let's talk about what I'm going to do here, what I'm trying to execute, and how I'm trying to get it done. As you guys see here, I got some V-clamps mounted to an X-pipe. From the X-pipe, I'm going to cut out the pipe to make it break off, which I'll be getting from this pipe that I had custom made for me. I'm going to cut this end here. I'm going to use this end, flip it, and shove it up there so it can break off and kind of split into both ends to get them to come further up towards the differential. See those little grooves where the exhaust should have gone? So I'm going to have them pass through there with the mid mufflers. So that's where these are going to sit. So I'm going to set you up on a tripod so you can kind of see me cut away at this. I'm going to take this, cut this, then I'm going to flip it the other way around so I can get it to have both. Let me see here. Bad lighting. So I can get both of these to break off the other way around and then connect to this one and this one. Then I'm going to reconnect it somewhere back here before those mufflers. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. I'm going to go ahead and sawzall this off. As you can see here, went ahead and gave myself some lighting with a flashlight, and I'm taking my sawzall to one of the exhaust pipes. I'm just going ahead and I'm cutting off some of the material that I don't need. Alright, so we got our pipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, turn it like that. See what we got. Let's do a test fit to see how this mocks up to what we need it for. Let's see. Kind of does the same thing. Doesn't matter the orientation. So I was spending a little bit of time trying to get this piece of the pipe to fit from the X pipe to the mid-muffler. As you can tell, it does not fit perfectly, and I was hoping that it would so I could have more of a defined angle, but it didn't end up fitting. So I just wasted a little bit of time. It's a trial and error process. I'm not going to get it right the first time. So when I realized that, I ended up taking a second route. You'll see here in just a sec. So I wonder if I can get this with the straight. So what I'm going to do is, instead of trying to get a bend here, I'm going to just try to get a straight. I got to see how far up I can get it. Maybe like right around here. And it looks like I might need 5 inches. I should probably use a jack to hold this up so I can measure how much I need from here to here. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna try to have it sit up here like this. Let's try it. Five and 3/4. You know what they say? Measure twice, cut once. If you look here, I'm taking my straight edge and I'm making my measurement. So I'm getting my measurement straight and marking where I need to cut. I'm giving myself a little bit of wiggle room. That way, if I need to shave it down, cut it down some, I'll have that spacing there for it. Do it again for the other side. 5 and 3/4. We'll do it like that. That's one. Two. Okay, with a slight bend. It looked like it already want to slide in there on its own. Let's see. I got my slight bend, comes up, straight back. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna take some off of this over here to have it come straight down, and then weld it as such. But I think this other side is good. Might hit it with a tack weld. And yeah. Alright, so I got this all tack welded up, and it looks exactly where I want to put it, so let's go ahead and weld it up. Alright, things are coming along. Please don't make fun of me. I know I got my hoodie over my helmet. You'd be surprised at some of the sparks that are coming off of this weld, coming behind the helmet. So it did hit me in the head a couple times. So I did put that helmet on. Better be safe than sorry. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Let's go test fit this and see where this mounts up. Alright. Now we're back in here. Fit like a glove. Also like a glove. I'm gonna put a little angle to it. And then I might tack weld this depending on where the other exhaust sits. I'm loving it. Alright. So if you guys see right here, I have, since it's not tack welded down, I have some playroom so I can go in and out, maybe about a half an inch to about an inch. So I have some playroom here. Either come here, come up like this, come down like this. Just, yeah, it gives me some playroom back here. This lighting's horrible. It gives me some playroom, so if I need to go higher, I can go higher. If I need to go lower, I'm lower. That angle will mean the world when I have to go and weld. So since I have it not mounted, I can play with it, see where it fits, and then I can probably have this come out and meet with the other pipe that's down there. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so I went ahead and got the mid-muffler put back in as far as I can get it in here. And then I got the exhaust mounted back up. It's softly fitted. I know I have some wiggle room to go left and right here on the hanger that's holding it up. And I know I have about half an inch. So I have some wiggle room here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... let's see here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ruler or a straight edge, see where the piping comes out, and then mark it. I want to keep as much of this angle because I really want this tuck higher. So at some point I am going to have to bring this up, and that bottom piece is going to have to cut the bottom of that. So I am probably going to keep some of the bottom, and then it's probably going to meet somewhere up here. But for it to be straight, I am going to be keeping some of this metal that's on this side as opposed to it being flush with how this was welded when I got it. So let's go ahead and mark it. Let's see where I'm at. Alright. right there. Try to see if I can go get try to keep as much as this. I'll get some tape. I want to keep that angle as much as I can. Yeah. And then I can just weld it from there on with it being a lot higher. So everything's kind of sandwiched in here. Take this off. So when I get it mounted back in there, it's going to be something like that. And then I can put this in and then tack weld the X pipe. I'm gonna do it for this side and that side. I'm only gonna show you guys this side because then again I'm just gonna be doubling up on the recording. I'm doing the same thing I did on here. I'm gonna do to the other pipe. So let's get to it. Let's cut this one and then see how everything meshes. Well, there she goes. From the X pipe to the mid-muffler towards the back into the muffler. It doesn't even look like I cut it, but I might try to clearance, or I might take off maybe 1/4 of an inch that way, just so I can have some peace in mind knowing that this part of the mid-muffler is not going to hit the undercarriage. See if I get some light on that. It's just really close, but you can see the gapping. So I might clearance it just 1/4 of an inch, but there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, just take off a little bit, and then I'm gonna tack weld it. Then after tack welding it, that's where she's gonna sit. I'm excited, super excited. V-band to X pipe to mid-muffler, and mid-muffler to MagnaFlow exhaust. So let's do it. Alright you guys, I just got the exhaust pulled out. So we'll go ahead and finally look at it. Got everything tack welded. Let's go ahead and show you. So we got the exhaust tips, the mufflers, MagnaFlow. This was from the old pipe that we're cutting down. Got my tack welds on the opposite side. So this is the top end. The bottom end is what we were looking at earlier. The mid mufflers, I ended up also tack welding like a little bracket to give more support to the mid mufflers. And we also have the X pipe and then the two V clamps. So V clamps down to the X pipe to mid mufflers, MagnaFlow exhaust or MagnaFlow mufflers, and then the tips. So I'm gonna set you guys down, and then I'm a fully weld these two, and then I'm also weld the other two, so it's a fully solid back piece before it gets mounted back to the car. I'm liking the way this came out. This is kind of what I envisioned, and when I slap it back in the car, it's probably gonna be sounding beautiful. I can't wait for the first startup. Let's do this. Alright y'all, please don't judge me. I made some boo-boo welds. Not my greatest work, but one thing I am proud of. Yeah, let's see here. Come on. Yeah, you can see it. The good with the bad. I got some really good beads there. And right here, I don't know what happened. I lost the sight. I had to use a flashlight to help me see. It was a little dark. I tried to get in the corner and then I went up. Readjusted. I got a good angle here, so I got a good bead through here. Don't know what happened here, but yeah, I got some boo-boo welds. Some of these are some straight boo-boo welds. Got a good bead for that, almost all the way through. I think I did better on the right hand side, so I did better here than I did for this, and I had to rotate it, but it's all together. It's one piece. I'm excited. I'm about to go mount this up for the final time, and the exhaust is completely done. Let's do this. Excited. Let's do this. Oop. I'm gonna break something. Alright y'all, we got the mid muffler and the back side of the exhaust put back up on the hangers. The last thing we have to do now is just hook up the V-bands, the V-clamps. Let's go ahead and clamp those down and set this in place. Let's try that again. last but not least, there it is. No exhaust leaks. No exhaust leaks. Jeez. Struggling with this one. Let's see how this works. Gotta hold. Good tight squeeze on there. Now that that's in place, everything else, let's look at it. It's crazy. We look all the way down there. Let me see. Quick overview. The 0506 Pontiac GTO. Stock exhaust from the manifold all the way to the back of the cat to these V-clamps, X-pipe to a Dodge Charger mid-muffler. I know some of the LS guys are going, what the hell? Why is there a Scat Pack Dodge part being attached to this engine? Probably do little to nothing. I don't think I'll see much in any kind of performance, but I mean, mid-mufflers down to the exhaust that was welded the first go around when I had put this stuff together. So yeah, there we have it. Just gotta go lock up the rest of the bolts. Got this on the hanger. I just go screw down everything, make sure everything's locked in place, and that's where she'll finally sit. Yeah. And after hours and hours of cutting, using a die grinder, measuring things, and checking the fitment twice to 3 times, we finally got ourselves a one-off custom exhaust made at home with nothing but household tools. Our household tools. If there's anything that you guys liked about this video, go ahead and like the video. If there's anything that you guys think I should do better or can do better on, please let me know. Let me know the comments, fill it up with suggestions. I need help getting this set up. Since I'm pioneering this, no one else have done this in this exact configuration. They're grabbing other parts from other cars to make it happen, but I'm grabbing everything that I am from a Pontiac GTO to make this work. So any suggestions, let me know. Anything I can do better, let me know. Comment, subscribe. If you guys are ready for the first start or to hear how this exhaust sounds, hopefully it sounds good. If it sounds good, I'm happy. If it sounds like boo-boo, I guess I'm gonna have to run it. But I'm excited. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like. I've heard some exhausts with the X pipes sound really, really good, raspy. I did add the resonators to kind of take down the drone when I'm driving, like the drone noise when I'm driving freeway speeds and whatnot. But we'll see what that sounds like when I get the car first started on. I can't believe I got a Mopar mid-muffler out of all the stuff that I threw in here. I have so many different car parts that are in this car alone. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Can't believe I did it. I did it, but I did it. Shouldn't have been done. It probably shouldn't have even been touched, but I did it. And mufflers slapped inside that exhaust. So like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9. Let me know. Deuces. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out.